Can your fitness tracker affect your weight loss? Have you ever been really working hard to lose weight, tracking your calories religiously? Make sure you are in a calorie deficit, but then nothing. The scale doesn't move at all. You are scratching your head, thinking, but I've been so good. This doesn't make any sense. Well, I have a secret about why that happens so often. You're not going crazy. There's actually a really good reason for it. And it all comes down to those fancy fitness trackers we all love to wear on our wrists. My name is Mushtaq. I am a health coach with a mission to educate and inspire as many people as possible about weight loss, controlling blood sugar, and overall wellness. I want to take the complex science and break it down into easy tips anyone can understand. You get a shiny new Apple Watch or Fitbit for your birthday, or maybe you treated yourself. You're so excited to start using all the fitness tracking capabilities. Finally, a way to accurately see how many calories you're burning every day. You start religiously logging your food intake. Make sure to create a calorie deficit of 500 calories per day. That should result in half a pound, equivalent to 450 grams of fat loss per week, according to all the calculators and formulas. It checks out. But then, few weeks ago, by and you haven't lost any weight at all. What's going on here? You wonder? You've been so careful about tracking every bite of food. There's no way you're going over your calorie goals. That calorie deficit should be adding up. Well, I am here to let you know a little secret that the fitness tracker companies don't want you to know. Those calories burned estimates, they pretty much suck. Like really bad. You see, a few years ago in 2018, there was a big scientific study done on the accuracy of different trackers at measuring calories burned during exercise, and the results were not good. The study found that fitness trackers underestimate calorie burn by whopping 28% to 93%. Let me break that down with an example. Let's say your watch estimates you burn 500 calories during your workout. Well, according to this study, you may have actually only burned 260 to 360 calories. That's a hug difference. If you think you burn 3000 calories that day, well, according to this study, you may have actually only burned 260 to 360 calories. That's a hug difference. If you think you burned 3000 calories that day, but really only burned 2200 and you ate 2500 calories based on your thinking, you had a 500 calorie deficit. Well, surprise, you ate actually 300 calories more than you burned instead of less. No wonder the weight isn't coming off. You're not actually in that calorie deficit you thought you were now. You may be thinking, but that study is from 2018. The technology in fitness trackers has to have improved by now. Well, sadly, not really. In January 2023, a brand new study came out in a fancy science journal called the European Journal of Sports Science. This study looked at three of the most popular fitness trackers: the Apple Watch 6, the Polo Vintage V, and the Fitbit Sense. And you know what they found? The Apple Watch is actually decent at measuring heart rate during exercise, which is good. But when it comes to measuring calorie burn, all three watches were way off, varying anywhere from 15% to 25% different than the actual calorie burn. 25% doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, let's look at example. Let's say your watch estimate 500 calorie burn from your workout. Being off by 25% means you could have actually burned anywhere from 375 to 625 calories instead. That's a hug range. So, if you have been relying on your fitness tracker to figure out how much of calorie deficit you are in and then wondering why the weight isn't coming off, well, now you know those calorie burn estimates are just way too inaccurate. You are not breaking any laws of physics or thermodynamics here. It's those silly fitness trackers leading astray again. No, I'm not saying fitness trackers are completely useless. They can still be great motivation tool to keep you moving throughout the day. And if you focus more on the heart rate data during workouts instead of the calorie burn numbers, you are in better shape. But when it comes to specifically to calculating your calorie deficit or surplus for weight loss or gain, do not rely on these fitness tracker estimates. They'll just lead you down the wrong path of frustration. Instead, use one of those many calorie expenditure calculators available online to get a baseline estimate of your total daily calorie burn based on your age, height, weight, and other factors. Track your food carefully. Set your intake at a reasonable deficit from that expenditure level and stick to it consistently. The scale will start moving in the right direction when you are no longer basing your efforts on those widely inaccurate calorie burn guesses from the fitness trackers. Trust me on this one. If you have been stuck in a weight loss plateau, even though you think if you are in a calorie deficit, double check those fitness tracker numbers. They could be leading you astray without you even realizing it. Don't get me wrong, I still love my fitness tracker for motivational purpose and looking at heart rate trends, but I know better than to try calculating my exact calorie burn or deficit based on what they tell me. Have you had this experience of following your tracker's calorie deficit numbers but still not losing weight? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear your thoughts and experience with this. By the way, YouTube AI thinks you are really going to like this video. Just click the thumbnail on screen right now and I'll see you there in a second.